What's going on, guys? It's your boy, Uniquely Made, where we do things uniquely different. Check it. Today is going to be, I think I'm going to do this series, just random things, right? Stuff that I like, that I have, saying, might be some tech reviews, it might be some reviews on some other stuff. It just might be general conversation, but I watch a lot of different reviews on different things, especially products that I like to buy into, just to kind of see what some of the people who are really into those fields have to say about whatever. So I was watching a YouTuber that I like to watch. His name is Greggles TV. And he was talking about the upcoming Samsung 8 Fold that's coming out. Some of you might know it as the 8 wide. But he was talking about how it may fit in the hand, which has been a concern of mine because I used to have the Pixel Fold, and to me that was the perfect folding phone. I don't know why Pixel decided to go away from that and decided to follow the trend of everybody else, but hey, they did. So now they're coming out with the wide, which I ain't gonna say I love the form factor, but I'm intrigued by it. So I'm definitely gonna get one. But I have a Pixel, what is that? I think it's a 9 that I have now. Either 9 or a 10, one of them. No, I definitely have the 9 because the 11 just came out. And I didn't upgrade to the 10 because it looked the same to me. So I'm like, random thought, I would love for Pixel to come back out with that fold version again. Like, Pixel, if you're watching this, it just happens to randomly come across your desk. Hey, the fans want to see the original Pixel Fold back. That was the perfect phone. But anyway, so I was thinking, I was like, man, like, I don't think I have the hugest hands ever. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, they're normal. But I'm like, how is it going to feel in my hand as I try to reach across the screen, or I'm just holding it or trying to do like one-handed activities. Now, two-hand activities is probably not going to be an issue. But one-handed activities, how does that work? How does that feel? And so in this video, he was just talking about how, he can grip the phone and whatnot, and how he came up with a way to kind of use the phone to where it doesn't feel awkward, right? Which is, I was already thinking, because I do the exact same thing, Greggles. If you're watching this, I do the exact same thing, and I've been doing it for years, and it's definitely saves me a lot. But I was like, the one thing that I didn't see him really talk about is how the phone would feel in your hand if you're trying to reach across, or if you're trying to do some texting or anything like that. So that's kind of what I want to talk about today, and then I want to re-mention what he mentioned as far as like the little trick that you can do to kind of make the phone feel comfortable in your hand, and you can use it one-handed. And this is whether you have big or small hands, or I guess I have medium hands. I don't know. So let's get right into it. So what I did was I went and bought the case. So this is the case that I got. And mine comes with a little screen protector that'll go in there, but this is the case that I got, right? So this kind of gives you an idea of what the phone is. If I see, can I do this? What the phone is going to look like once it's kind of folded out, which is, I'm okay with that. Like, okay, we could do that. Compared to what a regular size wallet, this is what you're looking at, right? So yeah, so it's a little bit bigger than a regular size wallet. If we look at my other phone, then like this is the width wise that we're looking at, and then this is the height wise that we're looking at. So, it's there. Now, we'll look at how this phone fits in my hands, right? So this phone fits in my hands like this here, and to be able to go across the screen, you know what I'm saying, it's not that bad, and then reaching up top, but because the grip, I have a little bit smaller grip on this, it's probably easier to maneuver one-handed, right? So with this one, I don't have that same playroom, and that's just for me holding it in my hand, like, right? So it's just like, if I wanted to one-handed, this is me trying to reach across the screen. Look where my fingers are. They're no longer wrapped around the back of the phone if I'm reaching across the screen. Now, pulling down is not necessarily an issue. Like, that's going to be fine. But let's say I wanted to actually get on here and type something. Like, that's what it's going to look like. So I have to make sure my pinky is underneath here in order to type whatever I need to type. Now that phone is unsecure in my hand. So like that to me is like, oh, okay. Now this phone case is probably a few, what is it, millimeters or something like that, smaller, bigger than what the actual phone is going to be itself, right? And I don't really know what the texture of the phone is going to be, if it's going to be a little slick, if it's going to be like whatever. But I also, if you're going to get a phone that's that expensive, go ahead and get the case. Go ahead and get the case. Is, you know what I'm saying? These cases, I think I got this case for like 20 bucks on Amazon. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead and get the case. The case is not going to hurt you to go ahead and get. So, but yeah, so that's the issue that I'm already thinking, okay, you know what I'm going to run into is the reach across, right? You know, and that's if I have to go that far across the screen, like, or if I'm trying to type one-handed, like, that's going to be, yeah. So I'm just trying to put that pinky in there to hold it, but as soon as I go there, my fingers automatically go back behind it, so I no longer have that secure grip on the phone. All right, so to talk about what Mr. Gregos talked about, I always have these. I have these for a while, right? I have two of them. So this is my old one. The little piece broke out in the middle, but this basically just goes on the back of the phone, and it has like a little kickstand to where you can put your phone any way you want to, and it'll stand it up, and it's pretty strong, right? And then it has this finger loop that you just put your finger through, and then you can hold it like this, okay? But you have to make sure that when you buy these off Amazon that they work with chargers, because they do make a lot of these, but some of them do not work with pass-through charging. So you have to end up taking this off to charge your phone. Personally, I don't like those extra steps. You might. I'm like, hey, it just needs to work, right? So the two that I'm showing you now are pass-throughs. And if give me 2 seconds, because I should have did this before I got online, but I didn't. So I'm gonna go ahead and look up so I can give you guys the name of what this one is, because this is the latest and the greatest here, and it is I think they only have two colors right now. I think they have this blue that just came out, and they also have a black one. I order so much stuff on Amazon, people. Like it's. I think I have an addiction. Like, is there an AA for Amazon? Amazon Shoppers Anonymous? Because clearly that's what your boy needs right now. Okay, it's called the EWA MagOne Gen 3.5. Make sure you get the 3.5, because the 3 does not work with MagSafe. You cannot charge your phone with this on. I will say this though. This is an earlier version. I don't think they sell this one anymore. But between this one and this one, the magnet on this one is not very strong. So I have a couple of MagSafe chargers around the house, and I have one in my truck. The one in my truck is fine. The one downstairs is okay, but I think it's the angle that's at. The one that's upstairs in my bedroom, if I barely tap it, it's going to slide off. So the good thing is it tilts backwards. So as long as I tilt it backwards, it's fine. But a lot of times at night, if I'm getting ready to go to sleep, I'll just take this off and just slap it on there for a secure fit. So it's not a big deal. But just know that the magnets on this is not very strong. So if EWA MagOne, if you're listening, you need a stronger magnet on this bad boy. And if you come out with another version, please make it a stronger magnet, because right now it's not that strong. Now on the back of the case, it's very strong. It fits securely. Like, you can literally reach in your pocket, boom. You see how easy that was? Let's see if can I duplicate it? Can I do it again? As soon as I try to do it again, now I have struggles. But it wasn't that bad. You know what I'm saying? So, like, boom. Easy. And, like, so if it's, boom. Like, now, look at it. It doesn't matter if my fingers go back here. I can reach over here easily. I can reach up here easily. You know what I'm saying? Like, if I want to text something, boom, 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 boom. Look, I can text. I can do whatever I want. And the phone is secure. It's not going anywhere. It's not going anywhere. And like I said, you have a stand to where, look at that. You can sit that bad boy down. You can do it like this. You can rotate it. You can do that there. So if you want a video call or you want to do whatever, and say you have the phone open into like this, because you have the phone open into this orientation, because maybe you're doing a video call or something like that. But boom, look at that. See how that works? Look at that. That's easy peasy. And or you can kick it like this, and now your phone is like that, however you want to do it. And it's a nice secure fit. So it's taken, I have to put some little oomph in order to move it around. It's not just loosey goosey. But if you say, okay, what if you want to get one that doesn't have that? Because they do sell these that don't have this little piece on the back here, right? That's fine. And when you order this, let me show you something. When you order this, they do give you some extra ones. So God forbid that one breaks, you do have some extra ones in the thing. And they also come with, say you get a case that doesn't have a magnet on it, they also give you a magnet ring to go on there. So, and that's the MagSafe 3.5 that they're doing there. But because I did that on this one, so I had to put the little thing on here to be able to use this on this one, and it charges just fine. My only thing is, if you have to put the magnet on yourself, you got to find where the battery is, because if you don't find where the battery is, it's not going to charge. So you have to kind of play around, find out where the battery is in the actual phone itself. But this is on, like I said, this is on a Pixel 9 Fold, so you may not have those issues no more, since Android is working now with MagSafe and whatnot. So you may not even have that issue. This might be a thing of the past. But if you happen to have a phone and you happen to have to put the magnetic ring on there, then make sure you find the battery before you allow it to stick, because it's not going to charge properly. So back to this. Actually, you know what? I'll use this one because it doesn't have. So this one doesn't have the hole in it, the thing, so I can't, nothing to stick to. But say you get one like that, that's cool. It's not a problem, because boom. Next, guess what? You're doing the same thing now. Secure. It's not going nowhere, right? You know what I'm saying? Now, it might hurt your fingers after a while, but it's not going nowhere. Let's see. If you flip it around and do it like this, like, you can stick your finger through here, do like that. I mean, there's all kind of ways to really do it. It's not the most comfortable, you know what I'm saying? So if you can do it like that, like I said, it's not the most comfortable in my opinion, but to me, this way it's the most comfortable if you don't have that little thing. But at the end of the day, just go ahead and get the one with the loop. Makes life a lot simpler. And y'all see, I just boom, put it in there like that, you know. And to me, these MagOnes with the case, I think is going to be the perfect way to use any foldable, in my opinion. Any foldable, because it gives you a confident and secure grip on your phone, to where you know you're not going to drop it if you're trying to do it one hand. And like, if you're taking pictures or you're doing whatever, the phone is not going to come out of your hand. Your phone is going to be nice and secure. So do I have fears that maybe the phone might be too wide for me? Not anymore, because I'm using the MagSafe one. MagOne, what's it called again? MagOne Gen 3.5. That to me is a game changer. To be able to use this phone and the way I want to and whatnot. So maybe when I get the phone, I'll do another random review or topic. I don't even know if this is a review. I just wanted to kind of bring that to you guys' attention, because Greggle is the only one that I've actually seen go into that and kind of talk about that. I see other people talk about like how big the phone might be, blah blah blah, but I haven't seen anybody really kind of do a hands-on review or hands-on situation, which I was actually getting ready to do myself, and I saw him doing it. I was like, okay, well, I'm still gonna do it. You know what I'm saying? So if you're getting the Samsung 8 wide, or heck, if you're getting the iPhone wide, get the case that has the magnet on the back, and then get you one of these loop throughs, and make sure that that you can do a pass-through charge with it, and trust me, it'll save your life. That's the way to go. And if you ever want to know how a phone is gonna feel before you buy it, buy the case first, because the cases are cheap. Buy the case first, see how the case feels in your hand, and play around with it, and that'll kind of give you an idea of what the phone is gonna kind of feel like in your hand, and whatnot too. Now, like I said, these cases are a little bit bigger than what the phone is actually going to be, just because they have to fit around the phone, but it's still gonna give you an idea. Like, my worries are gone. Once I got this, say you put this on there, my worries are gone. I'm good now. So anyway, that's all I really want to come on here and talk about. You know what I'm saying? Appreciate you guys for listening to my randomness. Do me a favor, like, comment, share, subscribe, all the other good stuff the other YouTubers say. And if this video helps you out, hop in the comments, let me know, and let's talk about it. Until then, I see you guys next time I see you guys. It's your boy, Uniquely Made, where we do things uniquely different.